Hello and welcome. Today we are going to go ahead and take a look at the Stroud Cruiser. So the Stroud Cruiser is the next ship in my cruiser series. And as a cruiser, this is a late game combat ship that is a Class B ship. Beyond being Class B and having no limitations on starship design, other things that you should know about the cruiser class is that I look for them to have at least 2,000 cargo capacity, sleep at least 8, have 6 or more crew capacity, and then they need to have a galley, a cargo hold, an armory, and an infirmary. Beyond that, anything goes. Now, if you've watched some of my other recent cruisers, you'll know that for a couple of them, namely the Nova and the Hope ones, I made an attempt to go ahead and have an excess of beds. So that way you could go ahead and, land an entire platoon. However, the Stroud Cruiser is much more focused on space superiority. It's only 13 beds on this ship, which is enough for the crew and maybe a small boarding party. Now, the last thing is, normally with Stroud, you can go ahead and put all the pieces together at the Stroud Eklund Star Yard. So I would normally start up in space at the Star Yard, somewhere out there. However, one of the things that I really enjoy with some of these Stroud ships is this docker placement and having, well, this. So you can walk completely under the center of the ship, protected from above by the bulk of the ship, and then your vehicle is right here. So let's go ahead and start with the tour. Then we will pop on up to the Star Yard to show you how it's built, and then we will take it out to Serpentis for combat demonstration. So the very first thing when you come in is the armory. This is my preferred method of building. Is the armory is kind of the center point for these ships, or the primary entrance and exit. Now coming on over here, we have one ladder, and this is bringing us up here into the 2x2 cargo hold hab. Coming forward through this door, we have our companionway, and this is leading us to our docker. So this is kind of the central area that you end up in when entering or exiting the ship. Then coming back here, we have another 2x2, and this one is going to be our living quarters. Now, right back here, we have our infirmary with a window in the back. So if you can get into the ship and up onto kind of the main level, you can get to the infirmary. Next, through this door, we find ourselves in the 2x1 control room hab. Back here, we've got a ladder going up, and this is leading us into a 2x1 all-in-one with the captain's quarters behind. And the captain gets his own private window. On the forward side of this 2x1, we have another ladder going up, and this one is leading us into our Kontihi Bridge. Great viewing, plenty of crew space. Coming back down, we can come on over here, and we find ourselves in the 2x2 computer room hab. Now, one of the things that you very easily could do is you could replace this hab with a computer room and this one with a battle station, or even with, any other hab that you want, because the extra 2 crew capacity from this hab kind of goes to waste. We already have 6 crew capacity from the cockpit, and then another 4 from this, so yeah. Now, on the back side of the computer room, we have another 2x1 all-in-one. So we are up to 9 beds so far. And then we are going to come in through the kitchen part of the mess hall. Really wish I could flip it so that way the kitchen was on the far side, but I can't do that. And here we have our full mess hall. So we've got our cooking station over here, an extra galley over here. However, all the foot traffic from the crew is going to walk through the galley. So make sure that your chefs are okay with that. Otherwise, they might need to be on a different ship. So you can see here we've got bench seating for up to 12, and then more private dining for 4 more, as well as a small relaxation area. Then this ladder leads down, and this is a 3x1 all-in-one. There we go. And that is the ship. So let's go ahead, jump on up here into the bridge, hop into that pilot seat. And we are now going to hit the star yard. So let's go find where Havershaw's hiding.
You have a good day. Are you ready to do some business? A wise choice.
Up into the shipbuilder. We're going to grab our 2 colors, which is gray, the exact same gray, and then gold. All right, now that those are in our palette, let's go ahead, select all, and delete the ship. And then I will show you how it's built. So we are, of course, going to start with that Stability Pro landing bay. And this is going to go ahead and lead us into the armory. Up from the armory, we have our cargo hull. Let me push this on over here. And then right over here, we have a companionway. I'll come back and place the docker at the end. On the back of the cargo hull, I am going to grab another 2x2, and this is going to be the living quarters. And then on the back inside, a 2x1, and this is going to be our infirmary. Alrighty. Then, on the front inside portion of the living quarters, we're going to grab a 2x1, and this is going to be our control station. On the top back, I will grab an all-in-one, followed by a captain's quarters. Then on the back of the control station, I'm going to go ahead and grab another 2x2, and this one's going to be that computer core. On the inside of this, I will go ahead and grab another all-in-one. And then on the front outside, I will go ahead and grab myself that mess hall. Then underneath the mess hall, I will go ahead and grab the Stroud all-in-one 3x1. All right, now let's come on over here, and we're going to go ahead and grab that docker. And then off the front of this control station, we will grab that Kontiki B600 bridge. All right, there we have it. That is all the habitable portions of this ship. Now, let's go ahead on each side of this control station that's exposed, and we're going to go ahead and stick our Galleon S204 cargo holds. And that is all the cargo that the ship uses. Alrighty then. Next, let's go ahead and grab our landing gear. So swinging onto the underside, I'm going to come on the outside of the 3x1, and I'm going to grab 4 Acculander 11s. Sorry, 5. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy on over to the other side of the ship. And place another 5 Acculander 11s. Just like so. Alright. So now that we have an excess of landing gear, let's go back to the underside. And behind the control station, we are going to go ahead and grab our reactor. And of course, it's going to be the 104DS Mag Inertial, because that's the best Class B reactor in the game. Then we are going to grab our grav drive, and I'm going to use the Aurora 12G. Basically, the 27 grav jump thrust from the 11G or the R4000 wasn't quite enough, so we'll go with the 12G and the 30 grav jump thrust. That's all that we need for 27 light years jump range. Alright, now that we've got that down, let's go ahead and grab a little bit of structural. So I'm going to take and grab 3 Stroud mid bracers. One of them is going to go ahead behind the grav drive, and then one on each side behind the computer core and the living quarters. Now, one of the things that you could do if you wanted to is you can take this mid bracer and you can put some underneath the reactor and grav drive, and then you can duplication glitch them on up. This is an optional step if you want to hide that, but I chose not to in this build. Alright, since I am already on structural elements anyways, let's just go ahead and slap these portholes on. And then up here, let's go ahead and grab those Stroud Cap A's. Alrighty. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and grab my engines. So for my engines, I'm using the SAE 5660 engines. I'm going to place one behind the mid bracer and one next to the mid bracer. I'm going to do that on both sides of the ship. Then I'm going to come on down here and go back on over to the structural tab. And I'm going to grab some more Cap A's. Alrighty. So I've got 2 Cap A's right here. Then I know I've got some more Cap A's over here. Let's go ahead and copy that into place. And I don't remember exactly what goes there, so I'm going to have to come back to that. But right over here, I do know that I'm going to go ahead and grab my fuel tanks. So for this ship, I'm using 2 H30 Atlas HE3 tanks, placed here and here. And then I am also going to go ahead and use the 28T Defender Shield Generator. Then coming back on over to my structural pieces, I've got these Stroud cowlings. Which I flip into place over the fuel tank and shield. Then let's come on over to the front of this ship, since I know what's going on here. And I'm going to go ahead and place 4 Cap A's on. Then copy them to the other side of the ship. Then on the front of each of the cargo holds, I'm going to go ahead and grab a Stroud braking engine. And then over the center, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Stroud nose cap E. Alrighty. So let's see. All I'm missing are cap A's. So let's go ahead and see how many of them I'm using. 2. Okay. There we go. We'll go ahead and place them like that. Alright. Are there any other structural elements? I am missing a pair of horizon weapon mounts. And these are going directly in front of these braking engines. Alrighty. So let's just do one more double check. And I'm not seeing any other structural elements I'm missing. So let's go to the weapons. So for this ship, I am using a 3 Vaporizer 35 MEVs. Where did you hide? Alright. There we go. And then right here, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Exterminator 95 MEV Auto Helion Beam and place another pair on top of my bridge. And then right down here, let's go ahead and grab the PBO 175 Auto Helion Beams. There. And then up here, 2 more PBO 70. And there we have it. That is the ship. Now, coming back, this is kind of bothering me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a small addition. And then I'm basically just going to flip. Okay. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to flip them in. If they're going to annoy me like that, I will just suffer with the fact that this little gap bothers me. Anyways. So let's go ahead. Assign our weapons. Paint our ship. And there we have it. That is the Stroud Cruiser. As you can see, we've got some pretty decent stats on this ship. So let's go ahead and take it on out to Serpentis. So let's lower our engine power. Find Serpentis on the star map. And then power our engines. Fairly quickly eliminate that Dirge 3. Say goodbye to the eulogy. And now we've got a prophecy hiding behind a rock. Alright, there we go. That was fairly quick and easy. Go ahead and see if we got any ship parts from that. Nope, but we got some credits. Ah, 1 unit of ship parts. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and check out this hostile activity. Two targets? Is that it? Dirge 3 and a prophecy. Okay. Alright. Prophecy down. And wait for this Dirge to get out from behind the rocks. And then wait for him to finish boosting. Alright. So let's go ahead and pick up our loot. I don't care about the rocks we killed though. Alright. And let's go ahead and see if we can get another encounter or two. There may have been one too many accidents in orbit around here. I was totally not the cause of any of them, though. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. But it looks like nobody wants to come party in the junkyard. If anybody wants to meet us here. Alright, perfect. Alright. There we go. Easy enough. But we will go ahead and let our shields and engines repair just a little bit. Alright. Engines are at full power. We'll pretend like the shields matter. And move on over to Serpentis 3. And we have some shipping crates. Well, that's disappointing. Alrighty. Well, try and get one more encounter out of this. Alright. That's one down. And we let them hit us a little bit too hard. Alright. Clearly my mistake. Anyways. That was fun. Alright, let's just boost away. And then we will turn around and see who's closest. Really? You have to come over here for that, though. Alright, let's go ahead, dive in, and obliterate this revelation to start. And then we will boost all the way away. Whee! Boost a little bit further away. Let our shields recharge. So I have a Revelation 2 and a Prophecy 3. Let's go ahead and blow up the Prophecy 3 first. Alright. The Revelation 2. Alright. There we go. Alright, and on that note, if you watched all the way to the end, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. And otherwise, I will see you in the next one.